There we go. Hello, Edson.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad.
Good, good. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Good. Um, I was just wondering, where is everyone? Yesterday, I had some problems with the Hangout starting
Really?
correctly. Yeah.
The computer connection.
No, it was. It wasn't. No, it wasn't like the Wi-Fi or anything, but it was. I don't know. I think just the Verbling app didn't open. I had to restart. So I was worried that was happening now. But you're here, so the class is
It's not
working.
gonna happen again.
Good, good, good.
I have some problems with my connection also because it's raining now here during the months,
Mhm.
and it's a problem because it's freezing, it's breaking.
Yeah, yeah. Worse connection in the
Yeah.
worst weather. Definitely happens. Um, but hopefully we'll be good. This is strange. We did have a full class, so I'm wondering where everyone is. But we will
Somebody's coming.
yeah, okay, good. And we'll get started. I'm sure people will come when they have time. But you were here the other day. You've done this class before.
Yeah.
So just kind of a fluency challenge. And also a timing challenge to fill up a minute. And all of our questions are around one topic so that you can use a variety of grammar and vocabulary focused on one topic. And today's topic is another fun one, music.
That's nice.
So this will be social. All of them are social questions, but a lot of variety in the topic. So that's what we're doing. I just like with movies. I'm kind of out of touch when it comes to music, or I don't really know what's popular or current. Um, a lot of the music I listen to is very old, so so maybe I'll learn some new music through this.
It's nice.
Yeah. What? There we go. Here's one. Evandro, hello.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Good. And where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
From Brazil. Wonderful. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Good, good. All right, more people should be joining us, but I was just telling Edson, our topic today is music. So we will have a variety of questions about music, and we'll have 1 minute to respond to each question. I'll use my timer here. And when 1 minute is over, you're going to hear this sound. Okay, so when you hear that sound, just finish your sentence because your minute is over. The reason we use the timer is, well, usually we have 9 people in here, so a lot of people. We want to make sure everyone gets many opportunities to speak. But also, if you take a speaking exam, they are usually timed, usually 7 minutes or so on one topic. So it's just good practice to use a timer, get a sense of how long a minute of speaking really is. And it can feel very long or very short, depending on the topic, the question, all of that. All right. With that, let's get started. Our topic today, music. Topic about which I can learn a lot. And just a reminder for everyone, when you are not speaking, keep your mic on mute. Okay, so our first question is, how do you discover new music? I'm going to answer in this first round, just to give you an idea of how this goes. So I'm going to start. How do I discover new music? Well, I usually don't discover new music. I like music, but I don't spend much time listening to music. And when I listen to music, I usually listen to my old favorites. Sometimes, however, I use Spotify once in a while when I'm working and I want some background music. I'll use Spotify to find a playlist and play. So through the playlist there, it's usually music I don't know. So that's, I suppose, one way that I discover new music. And there's my bell. Okay. All right, so that's how we do it, and we try to get through as many questions as we can. This is a fluency-based class, so I won't correct you unless there's something I don't understand or some big mistake, or if you ask. Let me say hello, Natasha.
Hello, I'm good. I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to have Edson start this one. I know he's been dying to speak. So, Edson, how do you discover new music?
Well, I discover new music by listening to the radio or sometimes the internet, like some websites. They have many variety of songs, and it's easy to identify a very good song to listen or band. And for sure, I keep looking at in some websites to hear new music. And usually I spend 1 hour, 2 hours by listening to those music. And then when I identify with just one song, I put on YouTube to listen to the music and to see the clip. Because it's amazing, because I like so much, it's not just listen but to watch the clip.
Great, great. All right. Well said. You filled up your minute exactly. And I see. So you're visual. You like to watch the video in addition to listening. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I didn't think of YouTube. That's definitely a place you can discover new music. All right. Thank you, Edson, for starting us off. Let's head to the left. Ken, hello.
Yes, hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good. Welcome to class. Our topic today, a fun one, is music.
Okay.
And so in 1 minute, how do you discover new music?
Okay, me start now.
Whoops,
Me?
yes.
Okay,
Yes, sorry.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. usually I find new music nowadays on the internet, social networking site or YouTube, and I often watch the ordinary people's broadcasting on the internet. Some broadcaster, playing music, background music, and some viewers request the music from YouTube or something. So it's pretty good to find new music. Also, some bubbling class, some teacher introduced a new song. So yeah, some of the my cup of tea. So I yeah, maybe yeah, mainly nowadays on the internet. In the past, I found the music on the FM radio, but I think nowadays I'm using internet. Yes.
And great, perfect, well said. Yeah, definitely. That's funny you mentioned getting music from a teacher.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of music from teachers in the past, especially some Spanish music from my
Uh-huh.
Spanish teachers. Cool. Wouldn't think of that as a source of new music.
Yeah, some music is good. Yeah, some music is how can I say, somewhat cliche, but
Yeah, that's
yeah.
true. That's true for sure. Great, excellent. Well said. Well, very well spoken. Easy to understand. Great. Let's go. Oh boy, we're gonna get a little mixed up, but let's go around to Honor. Honor. Honor.
Hi.
Hello. Am I saying your name correctly?
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, because I have some problems with my mic. It's okay now.
Okay, that happens. Okay, but we can hear you. All right, so you have 1 minute to tell us how you discover new music.
Mm-hmm. I admire listening music when I drive. So normally when I hear a music which sounds good to me, I use a program, an application for Android. It's SoundHound. So I turn on that program and it tells me what is the name of the song, so I can find it that way. Normally, I am using this method to find new musics.
Great. Yeah, I've heard of that app, SoundHound.
Yeah.
Great, excellent. I think there's some other apps too that are similar.
Yeah, Shazam. There are another program, Shazam, SoundHound. This kind of stuff, it works well.
All right, great. And there's our timer, 1 minute. Very good. All right, so always you want to try to fill up your minute, so you can always talk about something related or other apps. But great, well said, easy to understand.
Thanks.
All right, and that brings us to Natasha. Natasha, how do you discover new music?
Okay. As a rule, I like to listen different services with music such as radio or internet sources, and I've recently found interest in English source, and there a lot of different English native radio stations, and there there are many different kind of music, such as classic music, for example, or even jazz and so on. But to be honest, I I would like to listen my lovely music since my childhood or youth because when I listen to these, I always remember something. I don't know, something good from my previous life.
Excellent. Great, great. Well said. You really filled the minute with lots of information, lots of good vocabulary related to music.
Thanks.
Great. And you both answered the question and kind of took it off in your direction too. Great. Very nice. All right. Evandro, your turn. Evandro, how do you discover new music?
Hello, everyone. Hi, teacher. Usually, I don't spend much time uh, about music. I like music, of course, but I don't spend usually much time finding new music. In general, I use it to listen in my car, and when I am going to do my job, and in general, when I am in my car at home, for example. But the best time today, I don't know if this is happening only in my country, but today we don't have a good music. For me, my opinion, the best period of music was 1980 to 1990. The best period of music all over the world, I think. Uh,
Yeah.
I'd like to conclude my opinion.
Go ahead and finish
No,
up.
no. Today you don't have a good music, but I like classic music, all kinds of the music. I am a little bit eclectic, but today a few percent of the good music. The most of the music, mainly in the TV, in the radio, because it's the commercial. The intention is only commercial, only to sell disc. It's terrible music. The best music is the 1%, I think.
Great, yeah. Good. Nice expressing your opinion. Good, and that's something definitely you can take a question like this, you can answer it quickly, and then use an opinion to fill your minute. And I think a lot of us probably share that opinion of preferring a specific time period's music. Great. All right, one more for this question. Welcome, Anna Carolina. Uh-oh. Hello? Anna Carolina? Okay. You are speaking. I can't hear you. Can others hear Anna?
No, I can't hear.
No.
No.
Okay. Oh yeah, so she'll rejoin here, looks like.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can. Excellent.
Okay. Hey, hi, Stephanie. Nice to listen to you. Hi, guys. I digged in online. Okay.
Mhm.
I go to YouTube and I am eclectic as well. You know, I have a huge taste in music. I enjoy listening from new age to rock and so on. And sometimes people tell me about their favorite genres, genres. A teacher taught me about Motown, I guess. Uh, the style that came out during When people were fighting for the civil rights during a movement, you know, uh, the genre made by Afro-American people,
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Motown, yes, like My Girl, and
Yeah. Oh, I love Motown. I have a playlist on my iTunes. um, great, great. Well said. Good music vocabulary there too. Genre, Motown. Um, this is a nice. If you are taking a speaking exam, you want to try to work in those types of vocabulary in this question. So great. Very nice, Anna Carolina. See, I think that was everyone for this question. Let's continue. All right, this is a very basic question, and you may have addressed it in your minute, but this is very common, so we're going to do it. You might be asked this, probably not in a speaking exam. It's a little basic for that, but just in a restaurant or bar, you might ask someone this question, or you might be asked this question. So let's find out. And I'm just going to try to keep track. I'm going to start with honor and move to the left on my screen. So honor, you're going to start in 1 minute. What kind of music do you like?
Actually, I like all kind of music. I am not so picky about the music. Normally, I am listening radio. In Turkey, there are too much radio. There are probably too much radio in other country too. And I'm not so selective, but my best are normally new age. I like new age style, new age musics, like Enigma, like Lorena McKennitt, these kind of artists I like. Sorry for that, because normally in Turkish I don't like to talk too much, so it's very hard to me in English too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good. That's exactly why we are here. That's the challenge here. And it's not easy. But there was a minute. You did a nice job.
Thanks.
Yeah, some other options, you can always go to kinds of music you don't like, kinds of music your parents like. So lots of options. Good, but nice work.
Thanks.
Great. Yeah, it's, boy, on a speaking exam too. I remember my speaking exam in Spanish and how relieved I was when the timer finally went off. Great job, Honor. Let's go left to Natasha. You kind of talked about this in the last question, but what kind of music do you like?
Well, I cannot say that I like something one kind of music. I prefer listen to different sort of music, such as romantic music or even jazz or metallic or even rock. Especially when where I want to sleep or when I tired, I prefer to listen to something energetic music, and at the same time I listen this loud. I mean that it helped me to be more energetic as well. But on the other hand, when I want to have relax, I would like to listen something I don't know, something calm music as well.
Great. All right. Really well said. Good. So breaking it down by mood, when you like certain kinds of music. Great example. And that's the beautiful power of music to influence our moods. All right, great. Evandro, it is your turn. What kind of music do you like?
In general, I prefer Brazilian popular music. We are a continental country, so we have many kinds of the music in Brazil. We have many kinds of the music, different kinds of the music, mainly in the countryside. It's a big, great music. We have a great culture of music about music. But I am a little bit eclectic too. For example, next month in my city, I will go to the Rolling Stones concert here. Classical rock classic, for example, is a great kind of the music too. Um, I prefer, in general, I prefer Brazilian popular music and classical rock too.
All right.
On time. On time.
Yeah, yes, exactly. It's almost as if you wrote it out and planned it ahead of time. Very good, very good. So that was a good example of answering this question in 1 minute. Awesome. And nice vocabulary word. I'm just going to type it in the chat. It's come up a few times. Eclectic. This is a good word for talking about your tastes, if you have varying tastes, or if you like a lot of different stuff. All right. Let's go on. Edson. Edson, what kind of music do you like?
I like rock and roll. It's amazing style of music for me. Cause I remember once when I was in a show, in a concert, in a band. I don't remember exactly the name of the band, but was amazing because I was with my friends and we have a lot of fun by hearing the songs of the band. By the way, I remember now the name of the band is Black Sabbath, and it was just the last concert in its life that the band. After that time they would finish the the tour, and then the band is over. But anyway, it was amazing for me. I hear the every songs of the band and with my friends. And the style of the rock and roll is amazing for me because I have a band and we play like them.
All right, cool. So it was kind of an inspiration to you then.
Yes, exactly.
Great. Great. Well said, and good use of your own life. So we can always draw on our life experiences, our memories, to try to say more. Great. All right. Anna Carolina, are you ready? Oh, wait. Sorry, I want to point out one thing. Pronunciation. Notice when I ask this question, this is for everyone, kind of is going to sound like kinda. I just want to point that out for our listening skills. So I'm going to ask Anna Carolina in my most fluent native English. Anna Carolina, what kind of music do you like?
Well, when it comes to music, I like almost everything. Everything. It depends on my mood. For instance, if I'm going to work out, I'd rather listen to an upbeat song, or if I'm blue, I'd rather listen to a sad song, or something like that, to have a good cry and to feel better. later on. Um, well, it's about the rhythm, the lyrics, if the song feels connection with me, I enjoy. I'm not finicky related to related to music, but there is a genre in my country called funky, which has nothing to do with the American funky. It's a genre that I hate because it is vulgar,
It's vulgar. Um,
very vulgar. They use swear words, and the girls were revealing clothes, and they call bad names.
boy, so that's the kind of music you don't like. Um, interesting. I've never seen that. I wanna look that up and see. Um, yeah, because in America, I would think, or in the United States, funk, I think of George Clinton. I'm gonna look it up. Great, very nice, very easy to fill a minute. Great. All right, one more for this question. Ken, how about you? What kind of music do you like?
Yeah, I like all genres of music, but at the beginning I was crazy about rock and roll, so still I listen to classic rock mainly, but I'm open for any music because believe, every genres of music has its own charm. So listen to that. When I was driving, I uh, tend to listen to music, and in the bed, I listen to ambient music, and I travel around the world with, kind of ethnic music, kind of folk music all over the world. Because, through music, I can feel the atmosphere of that country or that area, even though I don't go there. So yeah, I really love music, so I like it.
Excellent. Great, perfect. There's the time. Great, yeah, classic rock. Um, so cool that you met Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
I always think of that every time I see you. Yeah, and I like music creates a mood, but like how you mentioned, it can bring you to a culture, an atmosphere.
Right.
Great. Well said. All right. I like these ones. I like to get to know you all a little better. We're gonna skip that one. Oh, this is so opinion. Um, you'll be using your opinion language. So let's try to make this kind of an argument or a little bit of a debate. See if you can present your answer as an argument in defense of what you think the best decade was for pop music. The 50s with Elvis, the 60s with the Beatles, the 70s with, I don't know, disco, the 80s with New Age, 90s. Okay, so you get it. Anyhow, so we're going to start this time with Natasha. Natasha, in your opinion, what was the best decade for pop music and why?
Okay, but I get that it's a little bit difficult question because it depends, first of all, about which country we say. You see, for me personally, I mean that I prefer listen to Elvis music, so I suppose that there was the best pop music for West. But in my country, for example, pop music started to develop only maybe since 18th decade because I don't know, maybe our young singers obtained the possibility looking at West music as well, and they decided to be like those songs too. So maybe in my childhood, there were a lot of different singers who tried to sing different I mean compositions of pop music as well. And nowadays, when I listen to them, it's a good memory for me, because I really very good remember those time, um, and feelings which were connected with the music as well. And I have a lot of pleasure listen this music. I mean this kind, our Russian, Belarusian pop music.
Excellent, good. And great point. It really does depend what country we're looking from, because of
Yeah.
course the different music is popular in different places. Great, well said. Definitely easy to fill a minute on that one. All right, Evandro, how about you? What was the best decade for pop music?
Yes, I as I was saying in the first question, the first one, the best decade for me, in my opinion, was 80, from 80s to 90s. The best decade for me is this period. The worst period, the worst decade is nowadays. But the best decade is from 1980 to 1990. As the main points, I think it was the best band started it this decade for us in my country. I think this was the best period of music in my country. In the new bands of rock and roll started to play this decade.
All right. Great. Well said. And good, strong opinion there. It's clear you have reasons for your opinion.
I think in because mainly because before this decade in my country we was in a bad period, political period before the 1980. And after 1980, and many kinds of the new music, new projects, new country started together, included music, pop music.
Mhm. Yeah, it's impossible to kind of separate the country and the situation, the culture from the music.
Yes, because the music is one of expression of the art of the people.
Mhm,
No?
mhm, mhm. For sure, for sure.
Yeah,
And well said, well stated opinion.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, great. I like this question. Interested to hear what Edson thinks. Edson, what was the best decade for pop music?
Well, the best decade for pop music was during 80s through 90s. Like nowadays, I when I go out with my friends, we go to the same place to hear those age of the music, because it's like it's nice because we like to dance, you like to have fun. And is there are nice songs to dance, to enjoy with your friends, and even with your family if you want. You may want like brothers and sisters. And it was, in my opinion, it was one of the best decade of the pop music, because we learn how to live in that, how to play, how to dance with those musics.
All right. Exactly 1 minute. Good timing. Great. Yeah, so music with a purpose. Teach you how to dance. And music, especially with pop music, dancing can go hand in hand. Every decade also seemed to have a dance with it. All right. Thank you, Edson. Anna Carolina, what do you think? What was the best decade for pop music?
Teacher, we are all on the same page. I couldn't agree more. In my opinion, the 80s was the most tacky and the coolest time ever. At the same time. You can call me tacky, but really, like a Virgin by Madonna. Uh, we Are the World. Do you remember the USA for Africa? Um, well, Shout by Tears for Fears. Say You See Me by Lionel Richie. I think it was so cool, so cool. You know, um, uh, well, the eights were awesome, tacky but cool at the same time, and I couldn't agree more with my classmates.
All right, excellent. Another vote for the 80s. They definitely were fun. It's hard to deny. Vibrant style, catchy music. It's definitely in my favorites. I don't know if I can choose. Great points, definitely. And Ken, what do you think? We might have some disagreement. What was the best decade in your opinion?
Yes, if the pop music include rock music, and think from 60s to right before the internet time, because the new movement, new something always happened in the music industry before the internet. So so some that's the reason why some of musicians like John Lennon or Jimi Hendrix became charismatic figure. But after the internet, maybe people who are interested in such new things or new movement, they find something on the internet. So I think that's the reason why Steve Jobs became a hero, or some people admire him like a charismatic hero in the past rock musician. And Steve Jobs himself grew up with such kind of counterculture in '60s. So current music, maybe uh, pop music doesn't lost such kind of attraction because of the internet.
Mm,
That's it.
really interesting. I hadn't thought about that before. But it does seem like the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, those 4 decades all had kind of a very,
Mm,
I wouldn't know, just they had a
mm.
self-contained
For, for
style.
example, the kind of they think new gadgets from Apple, people are very curious about, like the new album from the Beatles in '60s.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah, yeah. So a lot of, um, and it's almost like once the internet took over, music changed and almost took a back seat to the new tech celebrity. Um, I wonder, be interesting to look at the differences. I don't know. I don't think we could package like the 2000s as a decade the way the 80s were, or the 2010s either, because musicians are sharing so much on the internet. I don't know. Interesting thoughts, as always. All right. I think let's get at least one more question, maybe two. And I just want to say, I do think the 80s were the most tacky. Um, I remember I was a child in the 80s, and I remember just shoulder pads, um, bad flower print, everything, terrible hair. But fun. That's why it's fun to go to the 80s themed parties, like Edson mentioned. All right, let's head on one more at least. Ooh, this will be good. What's the best concert you've ever been to? So hopefully it's easy to fill up a minute on this. If it's not, you could always talk about the worst concert you've ever been to. And if you've never been to a concert, you can talk about a concert you want to go to, a concert your brother went to. Those are a couple of ideas. All right, we're going to start again. We're just going to keep our same order now. Oh, I know, no, Anna, we're not going to skip you. Think of a concert you'd like to go to. All right, Natasha, let's start with you. Best concert you've ever been to and why?
Okay, to be honest, I don't like to visit concert because as a rule, there are a lot of people and noisy and don't very comfortable. But I've have a good experience, and I was on a concert by Shakira. She visited our country, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 5 years ago. And it was really very colorful concert. She danced, she sung a lot of well-known songs, and there were a lot of people, and even we had the chance to dance on special dance place. There were good lights, colorful lights, and some people sit down at the special tables, and during this concert they could drink some some drinks maybe. So but I was with my friends there, and we tried always to dance and had a lot of fun as well. But after that, I mean, but after the concert finished, it was many difficulties for going away because a lot of people tried to went away at the same time, and was a traffic jam. It's yes, it was a bad situation. Yes, but I have a good memories, yes, about this concert.
Wow. Yeah, that it sounds like a lot of fun during the concert.
Yeah.
I can imagine a Shakira concert would be very fun.
Yeah,
Dancing.
she's so energetic woman, and she gave us her energy as well. It
Yeah.
was fun. Yeah.
Great. That sounds like a good one. Great. Great memory. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Evandro, what's the best concert you've ever been to?
I am not a fan about concert too. I am not usually frequent this concert regular, but sometimes, of course, I will go. I go, and I went last year to the U2 concert. Next month, I will go to the Rolling Stones concert, and I like a lot the our local music, and but it's a field concert, no, a jig. Generally, they play uh, at the bar in general, you know. Uh, Teacher, could you
Mhm.
understand me? Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like
Yeah.
they play
Yeah.
at small
Yeah.
bars.
Yes, in bars because it's low low band, you know,
Yeah,
a
a
small
less
band.
popular or less known.
No, nobody knows. Only
Mhm.
only I know and
Yeah.
my friends.
Um,
Because see, I am not a fan about concert, you know?
yeah.
Because I don't like many crowd people. No, I prefer my comfort.
Good, good. I totally understand that. And small concerts can be just as much fun.
Yeah. A small
Um,
concert is best for me.
One thing though, be careful. Don't say I'm not fun. Say concerts aren't fun for me.
Mm.
If you say I'm not fun, people think you are boring, and that's
Uh,
not the case.
Instead, I am not fun.
So you're not fun at concerts. You become angry and mean.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, it might confuse someone, but
Yeah.
I get. All right, so concerts aren't your scene, really. It sounds like um, you've gone to some pretty big ones, though. You too, and you're going to Rolling Stones next month.
Yeah.
Wow.
On
Um,
four.
yeah, that Rolling Stones would be kind of a epic concert, I think.
Yes.
Exciting. Well, have fun. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right. All right, Edson, let's hear from you. What's the best concert you've ever been to?
Well, I've been watching the band is called Europe and was amazing. Their songs, I've watched it with my friends and it was amazing because I never watched that before and I was so excited in watching them because I've been watching just by television, and it was my opportunity to be there, and it happened 2 years ago and in São Paulo and was amazing. We have a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I was there just with one friend because many of my friends they liked the band but they couldn't due to the money. But it was for sure it was on Friday and I really enjoyed the songs. The most songs that I like it.
All right. Yeah, that's a big band. I can't name their songs, but I've heard of them. Uh, that would be a fun concert, I'm sure. Thank you, Edson. Great. Anna Carolina, are you sure you want us to skip you?
Because I've never been
Oh,
to a rock concert, but okay. I wish I'd gone to to the Rock in Rio, but um, when I was a teen, my parents didn't allow me to go, and I remember I cried my eyes out, and then I got married early because I was pregnant. One day the condom blew up, and then I had to got married and life changed.
mhm.
And my husband never wanted to go. He enjoys going to the Harley Davidson's reunions,
Mhm.
but it's not my cup of tea, and I don't like it. They play rock there, but I really don't enjoy.
Great. Great. Look how easy that was to fill up a minute, even if you've never been. You can always explain why you've never been. Um, and thanks for sharing that. I think your parents were too strict with you when you were growing up. Uh, Reminds me of my mom. So thank you for sharing. Great job. And that's always another option when you get a question like this. You can always kind of talk about why you've never been to a concert. All right, one more. Ken, let's hear from you. What's the best concert you've ever been to? I think I know the answer to this, but let's hear.
Yeah, I cannot choose one actor. I chose several. For example, Sex Pistols concert, and it was great because they try to get over the limit. And David Bowie is very theatrical, and lighting is great, and he's very kind of theatrical stage, like a drama on the stage. And Rolling Stones is very exciting. It is my dream to see the Rolling Stones. And Paul McCartney too, it is my dream. And George Harrison and Eric Clapton concert. It's a Japan-only concert. It's very rare concert. So, and it was the first Beatles live experience. So I couldn't believe the actual Beatles appeared in front of me. So, and many concerts, the successful concert, synthesize the audience kind of energy and audience energy back, the performer energy back to the audience. If it works well, it's gonna be a good concert.
Excellent. You've been to so many concerts that I would love to have seen, and so many that now cannot be seen anymore. So cool. I love hearing those experiences. All right, great job. Easy to fill up a minute on a lot of these questions. And we're right on time. So everyone, thank you for joining me. We have a new topic every time. So keep an eye out for this class. And I hope you all have a great day. And I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very
Thank
much.
you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.